So Christian, this morning we woke up and we decided to go on a walking tour. So we walked to the fount of St. Michael, and Morgan's sitting here with her water, and we're sitting in a cafe, and I'm reading a biography on C.S. Lewis, and I've got my little cafe espresso, and it was interesting because it's an espresso, but on the menu it said Express, and I know that's something that we both always get frustrated when people pronounce espresso, but I think in French it's just express, so I don't even know. Anyway, we're about to go on a walking tour. We are meeting for our walking trip. We've really liked our tours around Europe through New Europe Tour. Which one was your favorite?
Probably London.
Yeah, probably the free London one.
The 750-year-old Sorbonne University. 750 years ago, Latin was pretty much the only language spoken around these parts, hence the name. Nowadays, it's pretty much the only language not spoken around these parts in Europe. And by Gothic, I don't mean like Marilyn Manson, black clothes and stuff. Gothic means the opposite. It means light. Okay, it means enlightenment, light. Because the style previous to the Gothic style, walls were always made very small, very, very thick, with tiny little windows. Very little light running. I'll tell you a little bit about them. They were caused by the French resistance taking pot shots at the Nazis. Okay? Some of my colleagues, they always say it looks like they were not a very good shot. It's all of these favourite noblemen, all of the nobility of Europe, to show off this amazing bridge. Now, because Henry is a bit of a wacky character, it was no ordinary party, it was a fancy dress party. Costumes.
We learned on the tour that you can often tell how someone died by the feet of the horse. One up in front and one up in back means that this person died an unnatural death.
Stood here. Now the outline of that fortress can still be traced by the cobbles that you're standing on. Now over the years, many kings and queens have built and built and built and built. Built an envelope, then another envelope. This place is huge. Today, a museum, of course. Inside you will find more than 35,000 exhibits. Tiles. This is once where the factories and kilns stood that made the tiles for the rooftops of Paris.
This obelisk in the middle of Paris was taken from Luxor in Egypt, but if you ask the French today, they'll say, "'Twas a gift." We just finished our walking tour, and now we're trying to catch a metro. We're going to Montmarte, means Mount of the Martyrs. Something like that. Our guide said that Montmartre is the place to go for kind of that authentic Parisian atmosphere. Here's the location of the Moulin Rouge, although I could not find Nicole Kidman. This is Vincent van Gogh's apartment, and coming up next is some authentic sounds of the streets of Paris.
He has a recorder on his helmet, I think.
Does he?